Hello and welcome back to the channel. A recent experience I had with YouTube has shown me that the censorship is off the charts right now. Not just YouTube, but Facebook and other social media as well. Right now, the truth is being challenged in more ways than one, not just people in the comment section, but also social platforms that don't agree with your view on something. Now, a lot of you may already be familiar with the Whited Out series. I shared an excerpt, or actually a few excerpts on my channel here, I'd say close to 2 or 3 years ago. And there are things in that series that some people just don't like. They just don't like it, and you all know who I'm talking about, and you all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I got notification that some of those excerpts that I shared, when I say excerpts, they're just a small portion of the whole documentary. So the small excerpts that were shared were removed by YouTube, and they said because it was hate speech. Now, I asked them specifically on appeal, can you tell me what in this excerpt was hate speech? Because there was no references to hate. There was no references to any type of dislike or disdain for anyone. There was no incitement of any kind. There was nothing but information shared, biblical scriptures shared, various points of history shared about just different things and different people in history. Okay. And so with that explanation in my appeal, of course, other things as well, I'm asking, okay, can you tell me specifically what is hate? Because I want to understand so that we don't make the mistake of promoting anything that would be considered hate. Of course, I did not get any type of answer as to that. The only answer was that they are going to remove the video. Again, there was nothing hateful said or done in that series. But what's happening here is the truth is not accepted. If someone doesn't like information that is shared, especially about the history of black and white people and how we interact with one another, if you are a so-called black person and you're pointing out, hey, this is what happened to my people, this is what was done to my people, and just all of that good stuff, it's not liked. One excerpt in particular was, basically talking about Jacob and Esau. Now, even though you're referencing scripture and you're only talking about what's printed in a book that they swear on, commentary from the Bible, scripture from the Bible, information from the Bible. And of course, again, anyone who has seen the Whited Out series knows that the information was presented in a very professional way. But again, it is not accepted or liked. This is why Whited Out Part 2 was for a long time removed. We had to edit it down some just to even get it back on. And I've heard from others that they still can't access it. I have to check that for myself, because they will make it available on your own channel, but to other people it may be blocked. And so I've got to go back in, because I know for a minute it was available after we edited some of the information out that they just absolutely couldn't stand. In other words, the truth, nobody wants to hear it. But regardless to that, the truth will always be, whether we like it or not. The truth will always be. And so people think that they can censor the truth, block it out, and say, nope, it's not allowed here, that's going to change the reality of the world. You can block out the truth, but you will not change the reality of the world just by blocking out the truth. What's going to end up happening is this. When the truth starts to manifest through the spoken word or the decrees set by the Most High Yah, when he starts to come full circle and say, look, I told you this is what I was going to do. This is what was going to happen in the world, in the earth, right? And I'm talking to everyone who believes in the Most High, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a person who believes in your ancient biblical ancestry, regardless to what you are, what you believe. If you believe in the Most High, God of heaven, as the world calls him, you are going to be faced with the reality that what was spoken in Scripture is coming to pass. For that matter, it doesn't matter if you believe or not. You can be an atheist, agnostic, or whatever, a non-believer. But as things begin to unfold more and more in the world, things that were prophesied, things that many have said are going to happen, things that we see happening, as these things unfold more and more, then you'll realize that regardless to whether or not you accept the truth will always be, and the truth doesn't go away because you don't believe. Just because you choose not to believe or accept the truth doesn't make it vanish. The truth will always be. And the truth is what it is, right? And so I wasn't surprised when I got the notification that they're claiming hate speech on some of that, on the excerpt. But as I went through my channel, I saw another part of the excerpt as well that was branded for the same thing. And this one was, I forget the title of that one. It's still on the channel though, but it shows you why they did it. And I'm saying to myself, so if I tell the truth about something, if you're telling the truth about American history or world history, if it doesn't favor them right, then they will say that it's hate speech. How is it hate speech if I am telling the history of what happened to my people in this country or what happened to my people in this world? But anyway, this is why I said on a few videos that even in the comment section now, you can't say certain things. I remember putting up a post on my community tab here on YouTube, and the post vanished right away. And I said, what? I know I just posted this. And so I went back to the channel and I posted the exact same thing. And boom, it was removed immediately. And so this is why I'm telling y'all, even in the comment section, you have to be careful what you say, because they are working up a censorship that will shut down the truth at every corner. Not just the truth about relationships between black people and white people, but also information that people in general deem as important. Like some people have a thing against vaccines. That's being shut down. If you want to say anything about how things are being governed in this world, much of that is shut down. If you post things on Facebook, they do a fact checker thing in which if they don't agree with what's being said, then boom, they shut it down, right? A lot of doctors have been posting their opinions on this pandemic. That stuff is getting yanked and pulled so fast at warp speed before you can even blink your eye. And so right now, truth is one of those things that is going to be hidden and is going to be censored and is not going to be tolerated. So you better get it while you can. Get the truth while you can, because you see what's happening. Okay, we see what's happening. The truth is not appreciated. The scripture talks about how men love darkness rather than light. People want to operate under darkness. They don't want the truth. They don't want the light. They don't want the revelation of the knowledge of the Most High in the world. And so this is just me telling of my experience and the experience of many others. I've seen a lot of people who come forth with certain information and they just don't like it. I know my channel isn't necessarily one that just gets off into all of that kind of stuff. I talk about a number of different things, gardening. I talk about buying land and property. I talk about business. I talk about relationships between our men and our women, and just so much is talked about on this channel. I talk about things of the Most High Yah, things that are positive, things that have negative press around the world because of how detrimental it is. You know, natural disasters, you name it, we talk about it. But one of those things that every channel who talks about truth or anything that deals with any level of truth that will expose something that they don't want seen or known or talked about, it is coming down. So again, the truth is a very valuable commodity that the world is just getting tired of. They don't want it. Folk want you to lie to them. Tell me that I can do whatever the heck I want to do and everything is going to be all right. That's what it comes down to, family. Censorship. Huh. Censorship and zero tolerance for what is right. It is what it is, family. I'm done with this video. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments section, of course. Before you put anything down there, make sure that it's not going to be yanked down for censorship. Just keep it tight and keep it right and keep it moving. Okay? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video, and with that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.